What's up, Kenny G?
What?
Got your head net and your gloves?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got a gun for you. It's got a scope on it. You cool with that, right?
Yes, sir.
Where's your buddy?
He's in there putting on his jacket.
Now, Kenny G, you never killed a turkey, right?
No, sir.
Kenny, or Brody, aka Kenny Glusenkamp, or Kenny G, he's my buddy. He came to the school I go to the beginning of last year, and we kind of hit it off at first because he was a hunter and I was a hunter and all that, but he had never gone turkey hunting, so I was always like, I'm gonna take you turkey hunting. He got his nickname from my pop. You know, there's like 4 Brodies in my class and at the school and all that I hang out with. So there was all these different Brodies, and I had to call this one Brody G because he always did Brody and their first and last name initial. Pop started calling him Kenny G instead of Brody G, and it really did stick.
We're gonna say the turkey's hunting's over, so you gotta face this way, east.
Okay.
Put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Yea, though I walk through the valley
Yea, though I walk through the valley
of the canebrake rattler,
of the canebrake rattler,
I will fear no evil.
I will fear no evil.
For I'm a turkey hunter
I am a turkey hunter
of the highest ethics.
of the highest ethics.
Lord, give me the strength and knowledge
Lord, give me the strength and knowledge
to bag a big tom
to bag a big tom
before some mindless hunter
before some mindless hunter
plucks him from me.
plucks him from me.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, you in, brother. What's up, dog?
Not much.
Gloves and head net?
Yes, sir.
You got him?
Yes, sir.
Y'all have fun at the ball game yesterday?
Oh, yes, sir. It was a good game.
It was.
Awesome.
Sure was.
All right, this whole thing's Bubba's idea if it don't work. If it does work, this was mine.
Everything is bad is my problem. It's my fault.
Well, automatically, here's my odds. Here's my odds with Kenny, Pop, and Bubba. It's like way up here, out of the camera frame, but they're so awesome. They're such good turkey hunters, and man, I was so pumped up when Pop was like, "Hey, you want to, do you want us to go with Kenny?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, that would be awesome." And it was awesome. It was pitch black. This is super. Getting in there at 5:20 is pretty early for turkey hunting. Usually you get in there around 5:40, a little bit before that. But, anyways, we get into our spot and situated about 5:35 probably, because it's a pretty long walk in there. And no less than 7 minutes later, the turkeys just. It starts gobbling, and I say turkeys, I meant turkey. There's one behind us, maybe 30 yards, and he's up in the tree just gobbling his head off. He had to have gobbled 100 times before he flew down.
Every clip I've shot so far's got gobbling in it.
But he gobbled so much. It was insane. I'd never heard a turkey gobble that much. Just one alone. I've heard less gobbles than that when there were 5 turkeys gobbling. It was like gobble, 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 gobble. Just again and again. And he would do like 2 gobbles at a time. Like gobble, gobble, gobble. And it was just like pretty epic to hear. It gobbled that much. Finally, it stopped gobbling, and this was around 6:35. That was all that had happened. We hadn't seen a hen. We hadn't heard any other turkeys gobble. We hadn't heard a hen yelp or anything. It was just that turkey gobbling. That was it. So we were up under a road grader. That was pretty cool. We got in there, I had seen a picture of our blind. I was like, that's cool. We had always walked past that road grader going into our spots and all that. And I was like, man, that's a pretty cool piece of machinery. There's some pretty sketchy bridges. I didn't know how they got them over that. I guess the bridges were in better condition when that thing got parked. But we got there and we got up under it, and I was like, this is so cool. It was a perfect shooting lane, and you couldn't really see from the outside. And it was super spacious up under there, but it was also closed off from, the wind and all that. And it was a really comfortable spot. We put our mossy oak turkey chairs up in there, and it was a really awesome spot. It flew down and just didn't gobble, and we couldn't see it. We were angled more to the right than to the left, and it was a pretty big spot. You can see in the video, it almost looks like that turkey's dead in front of us, but it was actually to the left of us. And I get a text from Pop, and it said he flew down to y'all's left. And I'm like, all right, Kenny, get your gun up. And he's picking it up kind of slowly, but the barrel of it was just barely past the tire. And I was like, get it back behind the tire. And he finally gets it from back behind the tire, but the turkey had already seen him. So he gets it up like this, and he gets kind of leaned back so he can get a better shot, and it kind of starts running.
Saw him. Kill him.
I still cannot see this, but he goes, it's running. And I said, wait till it stops. But there's not much room because we're on a road. There's a road, and it's just kind of from one side to one side. And that turkey started running because there was a hen behind him. I didn't know that until I watched the video back. There's a hen behind him, and I guess they both saw him. So that turkey's running into the thick stuff, and right before it gets in the thick stuff, it stops.
Killed him, did he? That was cool.
And I just hear pow. I was like, oh my gosh, this happened. So I get the text from Pop, and the next thing I know, Kenny shoots the gun. I still can't see the turkey. I'm back up in the road grader. So Kenny shoots the turkey, and I didn't know if he'd hit it because I could not see it yet. So you see me go from out under the road grader and come around. There's a drive shaft right over my head, along with the controls and all that for the blade in front. And so I'm like belly crawling to get out of there and then jumping over sticks, and it was a lot harder than it looked. Finally, I get out from under there and I'm running, and it's not even flapping anymore. It's just kind of laying there. And Kenny's sitting up. I mean, his eyes were this big around each. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I just killed a turkey!" And I grabbed the gun and I put it on safety and I leaned it up against the tire, and I'm like, "Look at that, you got a turkey!" And he was just speechless.
Man, it took us a couple of days, but we finally got one on the ground this morning. Matt and Kenny G were sitting here down. There's an old motor grader down here on the side of the road. Cuz and I had seen this turkey a couple of times down here, and he was right there by the motor grader. We built a blind inside, up under the motor grader yesterday, and that's where they were set up this morning. And the turkey read the script perfect.
Bubba, we used to do
Yeah,
the tough spring.
I'm telling you, it's been one of the toughest springs I've had in a long time. Turkey's just not cooperating. They're not gobbling good at all. And now this bird this morning, oh, he must have gobbled 100 times.
At least.
At least. Thank God we got him. I'm so proud of these two boys down here. This is what it's all about, man. Bringing up the kids, young generation, and get them involved in turkey. That's our future turkey hunting right there. I'm just glad to be part of it this morning.
Yeah.
Well, Matt was with his buddy. I call him Kenny G, his name. I think his name's Brody. I don't forget his last name, but they call him Brody G. And I could never remember that. I started calling him Kenny G. But Matt took him on his first turkey hunt 3 weeks ago. And he said, "Man, I'm addicted." And they've been hunting out at Kenny G's hunting camp. But I ain't killed a turkey yet, so he got him on this morning. I think I jacked the video up. The turkey, I think, saw him slide his gun, took off to the right and got out of the frame, but plus my battery was dying. But anyway, they fired up.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome to the brotherhood.
Thank you.
Kenny G.
Kenny G.
How was that?
Oh, that was awesome. I never even saw him.
Really?
You texted me, and I was like, "Kenny's to the left." And Kenny, he started getting his gun up, and then I guess he saw him. I never saw the turkey until he shot.
He saw you move your gun, and he was just about gone. And I think I was filming the whole time, and I think he got out of frame, but it wasn't about the movie.
He was fixing to go right out, and then I just put it on and shot.
How'd your blind work out?
That was awesome.
Oh, that was awesome. That's the coolest blind.
It's kind of thuggy, ain't it?
I just
no,
wish
that's
he'd
awesome.
gobbled a little bit this morning. He didn't gobble much, did he?
But let me tell you something.
Never
Y'all
shot
will
it?
go a long time before you hear that again.
That was.
You gobbled like 100 times.
He was just right behind us too. I mean, I have videos on my phone. It sounds like he's in the cab of the
It's so dark,
machine.
and he's just Matt's on his phone, and he just gobbled, and he was like, "Oh crap!" Just put his phone up.
Well, let's go look at him. We'll show him how to spread him out there, man.
I was like, "Holy cow! That was such a successful hunt. That's one that I'll never experience again. He'll never experience again. That was awesome."
Show me where your blind was.
Our blind is right here up under this old road grader.
Been there forever.
And you enter from the back, and this is the shooting lane here. You can see there was Kenny's chair, and my chair is up there in the back. And,
How close was the turkey?
And it's like,
I'm talking about when he was gobbling in the tree.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh. It sounded like he was up in the cab. He was so close. He gobbled that first time, and I was like, "Oh my God." This thing's right behind us. He started gobbling really early, so I'm glad we got in here early
dark,
because
yeah.
he'd have heard it.
We're at 9 too early.
Man. And then Pop and Bubba came over there and we took pictures, and then Kenny got to carry it back to the truck, and that was just the coolest thing.
It was super early.
This has always been one for me personally. I like going on other people's turkey hunts. I just find it so awesome, especially when it's their first turkey hunt. It's like, it's one thing when somebody's been 100 million times, you know, it's not too new to them when they, you know, kill a turkey. That's one thing, but it was like, it's like a little kid or you know, people who just haven't killed a turkey in general. Watching them kill that turkey for the first time's like, it kind of takes you back to your first time killing turkey. How awesome and rewarding that felt. It's a pretty special feeling.
You think Kenny's gonna go back?
I know Kenny's gonna go back. He loves turkey hunting now.